I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not wearing pants right now. Hello, friends. It is currently October 6th, which is day 79 of my semester in Sydney. As I'm sure you're aware, I spent the last week away from the internet. Sad for me. But I spent it in Northern Australia in a city called Cairns, /Cairns, as the Americans call it. Cairns, whatever. You might know it as the city closest to the Great Barrier Reef. Since I'm traveling with a group, they sponsor trips occasionally, and this trip, we were supposed to spend a week in Cairns. So we left on Monday, which was the 30th, I think. No, yeah, the 30th. Got to Cairns, checked into our hotel thing, backpacker, as they call it here. And then we went to an Aboriginal dinner, like a very touristy kind of a thing. Got to listen to some Aboriginal people playing didgeridoos and performing ceremonies and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Very, very, very touristy though. So Tuesday was the big check off the bucket list. I went snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef. I've gone snorkeling a lot in my life. I think in a previous life I was a dolphin, but there is nothing that compares to being able to go and see the reef you've been wanting to see since you could swim. It was unbelievable. Unfortunately, the boat ride was about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, and 80% of the people on board got seasick. I don't get seasick, but even I was starting to feel it by the end of this boat ride. It was like, oh, lots of up and down. We finally got to the water, and I was like, just get me in this water, please get me in the water. And then I put on my snorkel, I stuck my head below the water, and it was unbelievable. Like, there are no words to describe how awesome it is to just, like, dive down and see clams the size of me underwater. Legitimately huge clams. And coral and clownfish. And people claim they saw sea turtles, but I didn't, so sad for me. It was so cool. We went to 3 different dive sites, and every one of them was just... So that was the highlight of my life. Check that off the bucket list. That was Tuesday, and then Wednesday was a free day, so you could do whatever you want in Cairns. It's a pretty chill beach town, kind of, it felt very Southern California, you know? Like the kind of white buildings, very chill. It's also known as it's an adventure town, so you could do a whole lot of stuff, like ATVing and skydiving and whatnot. I decided to take it pretty easy on my free day. I got up a little early because people were doing things, and I walked around, found a little bench to sit on, and read my book for a little while. Then I went bungee jumping. Yeah. The pictures are on Facebook. It's official. I jumped off a 50-meter tower. I like to do things that are a little fast. I don't even think I can describe the feeling of getting up in that tower and looking down and being like, wait, I don't have to. I bought the video.
G'day, and welcome to AJ Hackett Bungee here in Cairns, Australia. That's right, here we are in the lush tropical rainforest of far northern Queensland. But that's not important right now, as we got this man about to take that plunge on the bunch. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, the hearts are thumping, the adrenaline's are pumping.
Oh! Smile for the cameraman on the left. And down wide for me. Let go of the tower. Let go of the tower. Let go. Alright, here we go. No, let go of the tower. Let go. Right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice one, we've done it. she swears like a sailor. Oh, well done. Oh, congratulations and welcome to this thing we call Bungee. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the top of the world. Here we are on deck. And this crazy guy is going to go again. Why not, eh? Try your luck. Oh, look at that. Looks like we're ready to go. There's the cord, there's the victim, there's the edge. Yeah, let's do it. That's the way, bro. Get those toes out there, dangle them digits in the breeze. Give us a wave, Jeff. Hey, over this way. Hey, there he is. Alrighty, mate. Letting go of that tower. It's not coming with you. There it is. Look at that. Straight down just the elevator with a lovely little touch of the wet stuff. That's what we want to see, mate. Well done to you.
Oh my god!
Alright, you know the drill. Very shortly, we're going to get our crusty rafty out. Yeah, we're about to save the day. For now, just hanging around and enjoying those waterfront views. You are absolutely bonkers. Yeah.
So that happened. Got a cool hat. They put my videos on a little flash drive. Fitting. Thursday, we left Cairns and then drove up north to the wildlife park, which is kind of like a zoo thing, and took a tour around there and got some pictures of animals. And then we went on a crocodile spotting tour on the Daintree River, which was pretty cool, and I nearly boiled alive because I managed to find the one spot on the boat that had the sun hitting it directly for the entire time. And then we drove up a little further into the Daintree rainforest, I think. And I'm 95% sure that I saw a cassowary while we were driving. I was looking out the window, kind of just like me, and then I kind of went, anybody else see that? Yeah, wild cassowary. No big deal. We went on a night walk. Saw spiders the size of my head. I'm not kidding. But I think the highlight of that day and going out to the Daintree Forest was that the backpacker place that we were staying at was literally right on the beach. It's in the middle of a rainforest, so there's no light pollution whatsoever. So you walk out on the sand, and it's dark, and it's glorious, and the sand is soft, and everything is warm. And then you look up, and stars as far as you could see. Well, duh. I was trying to be poetic and it didn't work. But you get the point. Stars everywhere. And it was amazing and beautiful. And no camera could have caught that. It was awesome. Friday, we went ziplining, which was awesome. I mean, I've been ziplining before, and this was pretty cool because we were up in the rainforest, but we didn't get to go very fast. And going fast is really cool because you're like, phew. Whereas this time it was kind of like, wee. Although I did get to go upside down, which was awesome. Then we got back on the bus and then drove, I don't know, like 2 hours, hour and a half back to Cairns, and had the farewell dinner as a group because there were like 54 of us, so we took up like an entire restaurant. Unfortunately, Friday night was not actually our last night, at least not mine. We were supposed to leave Saturday morning on a direct flight from Cairns to Sydney. Oh no, our flight is being routed through the international terminal instead. So we walk a little ways and get to the international terminal and try to check in, and the lady at the check-in desk says, "You're gonna need passports to get on this flight." About half of us didn't have passports. We didn't need them because the original flight from Sydney to Cairns it's a domestic flight, so all you need is a driver's license, which worked fine on the flight there. But we could not, no matter how hard we tried, get on the flight back from Cairns to Sydney. So we were stuck in Cairns. Luckily, we were able to get the tickets bumped to Sunday, which is today. So after a little bit of a clusterfuckery, we found a hostel that would take all 18 of us, and then pretty much had a day to chill. we found a fruit market pretty close to the hostel that we were staying at for the night. I got half a kilo of strawberries and a new book. Then we got on the bus and went up to Port Douglas, which was pretty fun, and chilled on the beach and swam in the ocean. Normally, swimming in the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean at least, will give you hypothermia within 5 minutes. This was like taking a bath. I went in, it was some of the warmest water I've ever felt in my life. It was awesome. Then we all had dinner together at the place we went to on Tuesday, maybe? I don't know. It was good. We got food. Yeah, and we hung out, and it was awesome. And then we finally made it back to Sydney at like 3. I finally got back to my apartment at like 3 o'clock. Finally got all the salt and sand out of my hair and out of my ears. I did get a little sunburn though, which you can't really see it anymore because it faded pretty well. Sunburn, inevitable. It was an awesome trip. It was an awesome trip. Yeah, that was definitely the highlight of the semester so far. Which just proves it's not all about studying. It's about having fun. / adventuring. / jumping off of things that are far too tall to jump off of. I think that's it. I think that's all the update I can handle right now. I'm so tired. As much fun as it was a really exhausting trip. So I think I'm going to go to bed now. Bye, friends.